What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of High Mythology, the show where we get higher than...
The eagle perched on top of the Yggdrasil tree.
The eagle perched on top of Yggdrasil. Oh, threw Kim for a loop there. Made her take that one. Where is it? Yeah.
Joke's on me.
Joke's on you, homie.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight we are doing, for the first time ever, a request sent in by a fan. That's right, we've got fans out there. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big thanks to Kyle Drew for this one. Really turned us on to a cool new creature. Really excited to bring you guys this episode. So, yeah, it's actually going to be some Japanese mythology. Yeah, one of those crazy creature stories, too. So if you like the crazy creatures...
The
Ningyo, get back to us, and we'll do more creatures in the future. But yeah, without further ado, go ahead and take it away, Kim.
All right, for this special request. Sorry it took me so long. I was in the middle of researching like 4 other stories when Dusty told me about it. All right, so Japanese mythology about the Ningyo. 2,000 years ago, before the Endo period, the Ningyo was said to have had, from the neck down, the body of a fish and either a human or a monkey face. So it's just fucked up looking.
That is so fucked up.
It's the Japanese mermaid.
The Japanese, I do like it, and like every time I picture it, I just think of like, yeah, I think I had mentioned it to you before the episode that like if H.P. Lovecraft had designed a fucking Pokemon, like, Ningyo, I choose you. Yeah, use your make people puke in their mouth attack.
I'm pretty sure the Magikarp was their Ningyo because it had human lips, didn't it?
Oh, human lips.
Yeah. It was said that it would cause great calamity if not thrown back into the sea when the fishermen caught them. They will cause an earthquake and a tsunami would follow. These stories are primarily found along the coasts of Japan. The myths say that if you eat the Ningyo, that you will live a very long time and never age.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You know, and I think, too, it's funny because also added to the list of throwing it back that comes with catching a Ningyo, I feel like the other part is immediately you quit drinking.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like
I catch a Ningyo, not only do I throw it back, but I take a long break from fishing and a fucking way longer break from the booze. Like, okay, I drank too much on that last trip. I saw a monkey face on that fish. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I'm done.
I'm like, when I learned this, I was like, Ponyo. That's why Sasuke, when he showed the old ladies Ponyo, that one old lady that was like fucking freaking out, saying like, throw it back in the sea. It's going to cause a tsunami.
Oh my God, that's what that whole movie's about. Ponyo is a fucking Ningyo.
I was like, holy shit. That all makes so much sense now. So anyway. One of the stories that's called Yaobukini, or the 800-year-old nun.
Okay.
All right, the story is from Obama, Japan.
Obama.
And they voted for him. They say that one day a fisherman caught a Ningyo, but he didn't know what it was, and he wanted to cook it and share it with his friends. While the fisherman is preparing the fish for his friends, one of his friends peeked through the kitchen window, and saw the fish with a human face. He runs back and tells all the other friends of the fisherman not to eat the fish because it's bad luck, and it's going to cause an earthquake or worse.
That's just fucking... You're just serving up a fish with a human face. Like, I wonder if the whole time, like, he's that example I was talking about where he was drinking, and he caught it, and he's like, man, I am fucked up. Oh, but I said I was bringing fish to this party tonight. I must just all be in my head.
During the meal, the friends of the fisherman pretended to eat the fish, but secretly put the fish in a piece of paper so that they could dispose of it later on their way home. One man got too drunk off of sake and forgot to throw it away along his walk home. He left the cooked Ningyo meat on the table and went to bed. His 16-year-old daughter was up looking for a snack and found the fish and ate it. And when her father woke up and remembered what had happened, he panicked for a moment. But when nothing bad seemed to have happened to her, they thought nothing of it again. A couple years later, the young girl marries and lives happily together for over 40 years. Although her husband grew old and died, the young girl still had her youthful appearance of their 16-year-old self.
Oh, Jesus, she never aged.
So she married again and again and again. And each time her husband grew fucking old and died, and she stayed and remained youthful as ever. Sad.
That is sad.
After her fifth or sixth
It's also
husband,
weird, though, once you get to the point where it's like she's with a 65-year-old dude. Like, no way that doesn't look weird, even though she's the one.
pretty common for an old man to hold
She's
concubines.
the one. Oh, fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
So
just got
who's
real.
gonna fucking
Shit
think about
just
that
got
shit?
real. But on the other hand, she's technically the one cradle robbing. Like,
Yeah.
I scored this 40-year-old dude, and I am 632.
Well, she's gonna be taking care of him on his deathbed, so fucking shit feeling.
She's nice like that.
When her fifth or sixth husband had passed away from old age, she became a nun and traveled for 800 years helping people along her journey. It is said that each place she visited, she planted a tree. It was either a cedar, a camellia, or a pine. But when she was done traveling, she returned back to her hometown in Obama, Japan, and lived in a cave nearby. She planted a tree just outside the cave and told the villagers that she will die when the tree dies. Other stories say that she went back to the cave and killed herself, and that was that. And there's one Ningyo story that comes from Togakushi. That's the same.
Wait, I need a minute with that one for a second.
Yeah.
I don't think she could have killed herself. I think the first one's probably right with the tree. Because, you know, the way they were making it sound, if she's 800 years old, right? Mm-hmm. I guarantee by, like, husband number 2 or 3, she tried. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Well, apparently she performed Harry Carey, and...
Ouch. That's gotta hurt if it doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
maybe it's just...
some say that she planted the tree inside the cave, but Obama, Japan, actually has the cave itself where the tree, there's like an 850-year-old tree that grows outside of it.
Oh,
it's fucking crazy. And they say that that's where she fucking lived.
Is
She's still alive some fucking where.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's what the story says.
16-year-old girl somewhere.
You gotta have folklore attached to shit.
Yeah. That's cool, though. That's as an actual tree.
Yeah. So, that's one.
Okay, yeah, that's one. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. There's one story, a Ningyo story, that comes from Togakushi. That's the same as the last one almost, but it's 100 miles from the coast.
Oh, that's an inland creature.
It's one of 2 or 3 that has a Ningyo story. Most of the inland stories don't have anything to do with the Ningyo.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense if it's a fish type creature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's one of the rare inland stories. Anyway, one day the fisherman caught a Ningyo in his net, and he decided that he would save it for later because he didn't know what it was. He cleaned it, took it home, and stored it away in a box, and then put the box in the food pantry. The next day, the fisherman left to catch more fish, and his 3 boys were at home and started to get hungry. They searched through the food pantry and found the Ningyo meat in the box. They cooked it and ate it, and soon after, their bodies began to change. Their skin sprouted scales like that of a Ningyo, and their whole experience was agonizing for them.
Jesus.
The boys
that sucks for them.
And screamed in pain. It was fucking terrible. I kind of feel like it's like that Harry Potter potion, the polyjuice potion, but like hardcore. Like you're giving birth and just stabbing wounds all over. Anyway, They screamed and screamed in pain like their flesh was being removed by a very sharp potato peeler. That's what I got it from. Yeah. The boys had completely transformed into Niños. They flopped on the floor, gasping for air until each one of them died with the look of terror on their face.
Fuck! So they drowned in the air, pretty much.
Yeah. So they transformed into Niños.
That's
a fucked up, yeah.
Pretty fucked up there.
When their dad got back home and saw what had happened, he was overwhelmed with grief and bitterly regretted his actions. But it was too late. One night, while the fisherman was sleeping, a divine messenger told him that in order to save his children's souls, he needed a pilgrimage to Togakushi, and plant 3 cedar trees to honor them. His journey was over 400 miles. Through forests and steep mountain paths, he must have done it because there's 3 fucking cedar trees that are over 800 years in Togakushi called the Sambogushi of Togakushi.
Oh, shit. So more trees, more ancient trees that actually tie together with the story. That's super cool.
And there's actually a Shinto shrine that surrounds it.
Oh. Yeah. I want to go there.
Again, you can find it in Togakushi.
Togakushi. Okay. Harry-san.
Get us some plane tickets.
Yeah.
Help me out. Anyway. After the Endo period. The Hans Christian Andersen book of The Little Mermaid made its way to Japan. And after that, the stories about the Ningyo changed in their appearance. They would now look like the Western stories.
She's got titties now.
Where the Western, the Ningyo's upper body is that of a woman's, and from the waist down is that of a fish.
Yeah, if you eat a mermaid, there is something for real wrong with you.
You still fucking live forever.
Side question.
Would you eat one?
Would you eat a mermaid? Yeah.
How would you grill it?
What if it was just what if someone's it died accidentally and we're only eating the fish half?
Interesting. I mean, yeah, so,
that's just, I still feel like it would be too close to cannibalism.
And when I wrote this,
I don't even think I'd eat a manatee.
I only read from 18 different websites, the same stories pretty much. This is all just what I'm remembering when I wrote it down. I read it all one day and then I wrote it down the next day. I was like, fuck this, is too much to read and then write. Fuck. But, yeah.
Short little monster stories. Monster story.
So just like all the other stories that I've read, this one takes place after the Endo period.
Post-Endo.
A fisherman was pulling in his morning casted nets when he suddenly saw a beautiful green Ningyo swimming towards him. He fell in love with her and brought her home.
Hey, baby.
She stayed in the bathtub with the seawater that the fisherman held back to his home. After a week, the fisherman started to become pale and weak. Days more go by, and he becomes so frail that when he went to go check on his love that stayed in the bathtub, he was shocked to see himself sitting there in the tub smiling at him.
No. Again?
It turns out that the love of his life was feeding on him every night like a vampire, draining its victim of blood. The fisherman panics and grabs his sword and drives it through the Ningyo that looks just like him. The end result was that the guy went crazy and was put into a mental hospital because he developed a fear for the color green.
Jesus.
Yeah,
among other things. We put him in there. Why are we putting him in? Because he's afraid of the color green. Is that really enough to lock someone up? Well, he said it's because one time he brought home a fish lady who seduced him and then turned into him because she was draining his blood. Okay, he belongs here. Yeah.
All right, and then the last mention that I could find about any Ningyo stories is one based off another monumental area. There was once a Ningyo that appeared before a Japanese prince.
Oh, hi.
The Ningyo tells the prince that he was once a fisherman, but as a result from him trespassing in protected waters, so that he could fish, a curse was placed on him, and he
I
was
just
transformed
wanted to
into a
fish.
Ningyo.
Transformed into a Ningyo.
Yep. It's so sad.
That is pretty shitty. I just wanted a fish.
I needed to feed
And then
my
they
family.
turned me into a fucking Ningyo. Who turned him into a Ningyo? Another Ningyo? Is that what's...
I don't know. The curse of the trespassing waters, man.
Huh?
If you're not a fish, you can't swim here.
Oh, okay. So he actually got in the waters, and then that's how he...
Maybe he got the water splashed on him. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, somehow.
Doesn't say. The fisherman told the prince that he had learned his lesson and asked the prince to build a shrine and house his corpse on display so that all who view his body would be reminded of the sanctity of life.
Oh,
Boom.
Okay.
And the prince would comply. And the mummy is known as the Fiji mermaid. And you can
Oh my
find
god,
the
I've seen
Fiji
pictures
mermaid.
of that. What? Oh, what? The shit just got real.
Yeah, it's like a real fucking
I've seen
place.
that, yeah.
It's the Fiji mermaid. And you can find the Fiji mermaid at the Tenshu Koyusha Shrine in Fujinomiya, Japan.
Okay. That's pretty cool tie-in there. Because I've seen
Yeah,
I've
it
seen
looks
pictures
fucking
of that
weird as
before.
fuck.
Yeah,
I saw it afterwards. I was like, what is this?
It does
Holy
look like a
shit.
half monkey, half fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, monkey fish.
It's crazy looking.
Yeah.
And it's on display at the shrine, so it's just fucking
It's just hanging out out
crazy.
there.
But
Yeah.
they
Watch for Ningos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not really too scary.
No, they are terrifying.
They're
They will
terrifying.
cause a fucking earthquake or a fucking
I
tsunami
guess, yeah.
if you don't throw
on
them back
second
in.
thought, yeah, they can cause a tsunami. Now that's the story I want to hear about. Like, who fucking plucked a Ningyo?
Well, every tsunami that's caused was said to be someone who picked up one.
Yeah, so who found
So that's who
one
they blamed it on.
recently?
But now we know it's fucking, science.
Do we, though?
Come on.
We need to find out who caught a Ningyo before the last tsunami.
You serious?
Mm-hmm. We need to do some investigative journalism here.
Go for it.
Find the facts. For the
Do
facts
it.
find you. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this nice little short. This nice little creature short. Our references for this episode came from theworldpress.com.
Hayakumo
no. Yeah. Hayakumonogatori.com.
Thank you.
That is HYAKUMONOGATARI.com. And also ancientorigins.net. Good website right there.
No, they have some weird shit going on too. They have a lot more stories of random crap.
Furinkin.com. And then we watched some videos on YouTube. Is that infamy or lymphamy?
Lymphony.
Lymphony.
An L. He's got some really cute fucking stories, all Japanese folklore. He's fun to watch.
Okay, yeah, so check that out. And then yaokai.com. Good
Yokai.
source. Yokai. Sorry, yokai. Maikai, mokai.
They just tell you what all these creatures
Yeah,
of yokai
they tell
are.
about a lot of different yokai. So if you like some yokai stuff, check them out. And also, if you like this, let us know. And we plan on possibly doing some more monster episodes in
we
the
got
future.
a couple more in the making.
Yeah. Look forward to the next one. We'll be working on a little Krampus action for Christmas Eve. Little Krampus Eve for you there. Like and subscribe and tell us what you think. And feel free to suggest stuff. As you can see, if you suggest it, we will eventually get to it and make an episode. So, again, thank you, Kyle. Kyle Drew, thank you.
It's been fun learning.
Been great. Good fun. Good episode.
Thanks so much. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.